Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about print on demand. Now, if you caught last week's video, last Wednesday, that video was also about print on demand, and I'm just going to reiterate most of what I said in last week's video, and probably just add a few more layers on top. Now, in this week's video, I'm going to talk about how to build a print-on-demand store on Etsy and how to market that store, get the business actually off the ground, which is what a lot of people I see struggle with. And then I'm also going to talk about how you do the same thing with Shopify. So in this video, you're going to learn how you can essentially grow any Etsy store and take that store from nothing. So you have no products right now. You can take that store from nothing all the way up to £1,000 a month in sales, which is the place where I would consider your store to be, the first level that you should aim to reach to is probably £1,000 a month in sales. At that level, you should be then generating enough profit to actually make you think that it's worthwhile continuing, with the venture onwards and upwards from there. And the same with Shopify as well. So I'm going to teach you the exact method that we use to grow Etsy stores from nothing all the way up to £1,000 a month in sales and more, and the same for Shopify. Now, both of those have completely different approaches, so you're going to want to stay tuned to find out how we do it. Now, once I've explained how to do this with both Etsy and Shopify, I will also explain to you, I'll introduce you to some of our print-on-demand products and how I think we can help you, because we are a printing company. We do offer print-on-demand services. So I'm going to share with you the product range that we have available for print-on-demand, how we can help you as a print-on-demand supplier, and how we can offer better service and cheaper prices than the leading print-on-demand companies that you may all be familiar with. So you're going to want to stick around for that too. And then finally, I'm going to introduce you to our Done For You program, which is essentially a program that helps you reach this £1,000 a month target with essentially us doing all of the work for you. So stay tuned. I'm going to try and wrap this video up in about 40 minutes or so. I'm pretty sure it'll probably end up being longer, but hey, what can you do? Anyway, right, let's jump straight into it. So there is this, if any of you have been following my videos so far, you may be familiar with my format. We have these blog posts on our website, and the links to those are in the descriptions of all the videos that I release. Now, essentially, the title of this blog post is How to Make £1,000 a Month Selling Your Own Designs with Print on Demand. Now, that is the subject of today's video, and I'm going to share with you the exact methods that we use to do this with print on demand, or any other product for that matter. The process is the same. So the fact that it's print on demand doesn't actually matter. We still use the same methods of marketing in order to grow stores regardless. So first of all, understanding that achieving your first £1,000 per month milestone is the most challenging part. I can assure you that getting your store from £1,000 up to £2,000 is a lot easier than getting your store from nothing to £1,000 a month in sales. It is the most difficult part, and we do it all the time, because our sort of Done For You program, which I mentioned just a moment ago, is essentially, that's what it does. It does grow stores from nothing up to £1,000 a month in sales. So we've done this time and time again, and we use these basic 3 principal rules, which I'm going to share with you in a second. But you really need to understand that this isn't an easy task. So don't be too hard on yourself. It is difficult. It does take a lot of effort, and it's certainly not profitable in the short term. Okay, so you have to consider that going into this, it is going to cost you money. However, you just have to accept this going in. So now, if you do follow these rules and you implement these strategies on a consistent daily basis, and you do this relentlessly every single day, then there is no reason why you will not be able to grow your print-on-demand Etsy store or Shopify store and grow that store from nothing, what it pretty much is right now. I'm assuming you're probably not getting any sales, hence why you're watching this video, and you will be able to get that store up to £1,000 a month in sales, and then that will then build the foundation of you actually having a meaningful business that you can grow on top of and build it then into multiple thousands of sales per month. Now, there are 3 rules that you need to understand how to implement these rules on an almost daily basis. Okay, I'm going to start with rule number 1, and this is getting your listing strategy in place and understanding why listing is the number 1 thing that you have to do consistently in order to build and grow traffic. Now, notice I'm not saying build sales, because that doesn't matter. What matters is building traffic. Traffic equals sales. Okay, your store will just convert at a given conversion rate based on how much traffic it gets. The sales will come if the traffic comes. Okay, so all of your efforts, all of your focus should just be on building traffic. And the number 1 way you can do this is by creating a daily listing goal and having a daily listing strategy. So in the case of print on demand, it doesn't matter where you're getting your designs for, how you're making designs. That is a subject for another video. To put simply, you can make, even if you're not an artist or graphic designer, you can make your own designs with AI now these days. You can use a service such as Midjourney, which costs I think about £10 a month. I'm not affiliated with Midjourney at all. We use Midjourney. We have a Midjourney subscription ourselves. It's fantastic for creating AI art. You can then use that art without any license concerns or anything like that. You can then put that art onto your art prints, onto your mugs, onto your stickers, or if you're doing clothing and other stuff, t-shirts and stuff like that, you can put it straight on those as well. But anyway, that's not the point of the video. The point of rule number 1 is that you have to create a listing goal for yourself, and that listing goal should be somewhere. You should start off with at least 5 listings per day. If you're not doing 5 listings per day, you're going to find it extremely difficult to grow your store. Okay, especially to get your store up to £1,000 a month in sales. It's going to take you a lot longer than the sort of 12 months that we would expect it to take if you follow a daily listing goal of about 5 listings per day. Now, when you set a goal for yourself, make sure that goal is a number that you can stick to. So have a think about how long it takes you to create listings on Etsy, and then just work out, if I can put an hour a day into this, then just say to yourself, if I can put an hour a day in and it takes me 10 minutes to create a listing, then I know I can create 6 listings per day comfortably. But make sure that whatever goal you set for yourself, that you can commit to that goal and you can do it 7 days a week. Okay? Because otherwise, what's going to happen is you're just going to mess up the flow of traffic coming into your store. Because every time you list on marketplaces, they'll just send you new traffic to your new listings. This is why you have to just continually list, because as you increase the number of listings in your store, the traffic in your store will increase consistently. And that is the end goal of this, is that you list always. You always list, no matter, I don't care what number your sales get to. You always list, because if you stop listing, your traffic will stop coming, your sales will stagnate, and things will start to decline. Okay, and you can combat this just by having a daily listing strategy. And as you get bigger and you're able to dedicate more time to this, you can just increase your daily listing goal to a higher and higher number, and you can just increase your sales over a long period of time just by consistently listing every single day. And the reason why marketplaces will reward you with traffic when you list is because they, especially Etsy, for example, similar to eBay as well, they charge you listing fees and they earn a right chunk of revenue from these listing fees. Okay, so they want you to list as much as you can, and they will send you traffic when you do that. So number 1 rule is to list every single day. Don't miss your listing goal, because otherwise you'll see your traffic numbers do this up and down constantly if you're not being consistent with it. So you have to be absolutely consistent. I don't recommend listing 5 today and then 10 tomorrow and then 5 the next day and then 2 and then 20 and then 1. That's all over the place. just be consistent with it, okay? Set a number that you know you can hit every day without fail based on how much time you're willing to put into this, and then just hit that number every single day. The traffic will come and the sales will come, providing that you follow the next 2 rules I'm going to share with you. Now, rule number 2. Rule number 2 is to use promotions and discounts as often as you can, and make sure you're creating promotions and discounts every single day, and you're setting those discounts to run and expire with the shortest possible duration. So in most cases for Etsy sellers, that means running promotions which start today and end today as well. Okay, so you can do this on Etsy. It's a little bit restricted on eBay, but on Etsy, this is kind of what this video is focusing about, Etsy and Shopify. This doesn't apply to Shopify. I'll talk about Shopify a little bit later on in this video. Completely different approach. But for Etsy, you need to use these sales and discounts as often as you can. And one of the ways, there are a couple of ways that you do this on Etsy. So first of all, Etsy has 3 regular emails that it sends out to potential customers. Okay, so Etsy has abandoned cart emails, it has emails going out to people who favorite your items, and it has emails going out to people who have previously purchased your items. Now on Etsy, you should you can set up discounts, offers to and if you don't set these up, Etsy doesn't send these offers. So you should set up discounts and offers in your Etsy store that cover the abandoned cart, the favorites, and the repeat purchases. And you should set an offer at, if you're a brand new store and you start from 0, you should set an offer at 55% off. It sounds like a lot, and it's not going to, you're probably not going to be profitable, but this is how you have to start. Okay, this is assuming that you have priced your products correctly. You should be aiming to make between a 20 and 30% net profit margin. So once you've got that profit margin tied in, you'll have the correct selling price for your products. It will put your products higher than, you'll be above the market. But this is where your promotions come in, your discounting comes in, because you do this, you discount and promote every single day because it just drives sales. And so when you're just starting out from 0, from 0 to your first £500 a month in sales, you should be heavily discounting. You should be doing 55% off. So set up your abandoned cart emails, your favorites, your emails to favorites, and your repeat purchase discounts at 55% off. Set them up in your Etsy sales and discounts tab. Once you've done that, every single day in your Etsy store, whenever you wake up in the morning, first thing you do, you check your Etsy store, and you perhaps do your 5 listings a day. At that time in the morning, go to your sales and discounts tab in Etsy, set up a new sale that day, set it to start straight away, set the discount to 55%, and then let it run until 23:59, midnight essentially, that same day. So the sale starts there and then it just runs until midnight that day. And what this does is this creates a sense of urgency. It also means that Etsy will push that sale out as often as possible, because all marketplaces have a tendency to push out promotions and offers to buyers because they know those listings will convert more often. And if you create new promotions on a regular basis, as in every day, you are effectively maximizing the amount of traffic that you can potentially get from these offers. Okay, so rather than just set it and forget it, which is essentially just setting up promotion today and just letting it run for a month, that promotion it'll be effective day 1, and then less and less day 2, day 3, and it'll just go down like that, be less and less effective. And then by the time you get to the end of the promotion, it's just not even doing anything for you at all. It's completely died. So just create the promotion today, make it end today as well, shortest possible duration. Do this every single day, repeat it over and over again. And if you're a brand new store just starting out, set your promotions at 55% off. That is a wow factor deal. It will drive traffic and it will convert that traffic into customers for you. Now, that's rule number 2. Moving on to rule number 3. Rule number 3 is a optimization rule, and this is something again which you should be doing daily, if not at least weekly. Now, essentially what rule number 3 does is, if you think about rule number 1 is has you listing every single day. Now, if you list every single day, what's going to happen is you're going to fill your store up with listings that don't sell, because not everything you list is going to sell. There's lots of factors that's going to come into this, because some of your designs, some of your creations are going to resonate better with some people and others not. It depends, okay? But it's not about the quality of designs. Your designs are probably fine. More often than not, they're probably fine, unless you're creating absolute junk, right? But if you're creating AI art, it's around a specific niche. There will be a target audience for it, okay? So you don't really need to worry about your designs. Don't sit there and think that your designs are rubbish and this is why you haven't got any sales. That's not the reason. The reason is marketing, okay? It's because you're not understanding how to market your store properly. So and that's where the two previous rules come in, the listing every day and promoting every day. That is marketing. Do that. Do exactly what I've just told you to do, and I guarantee you'll get sales. Now, rule number 3 is optimization, and you should optimize because you have to keep your account in tip-top shape. Okay, so tip-top shape is a couple of things. So obviously it's account performance, metrics, things like that. That has to be spot on. Okay, so your customer service has to be spot on, so that you're aiming or striving for Etsy star seller ratings, because that helps drive traffic. Etsy will send you more traffic if you have that badge. If you're getting great raving reviews from your customers, Etsy will send you more traffic. And if you're answering your emails within 24 hours, Etsy will, which is one of the requirements for a star seller badge, then again Etsy will send you more traffic. So optimization is all part of that as well. It's all part of just running your store very efficiently and making sure that you're staying on top of things, keeping your store squeaky clean and providing excellent service to customers. But on top of that, you need to focus on your account's conversion rate. And this means as you fill your store up with listings, you're doing 5 listings per day or 10 listings per day, whatever you can manage to do, you are going to fill your store up with listings that don't sell. And this causes a problem, okay? This causes a very, very big problem, which hinders stores, okay? Because they'll run off and think, okay, if I just list every day and I promote every day, then the sales will come. And they will in the beginning, okay? But if you don't optimize, they will just decline, okay? And the reason they'll decline is because the more you list, it just saturates your store with items that aren't selling. And what this does is that all those items which aren't selling are getting traffic being sent to those listings and not selling, and it's bringing down your conversion rate on your store. And when your conversion rate drops on your store, every time you create new listings, Etsy decides how much traffic it wants to send you, how often it's going to show your item in search. And the problem with this is that the lower and lower your conversion rate gets, Etsy uses that as a primary measure to understand how well to rank your items in search and how often, how much traffic they should send you, because the last thing the marketplace wants to do is send traffic to listings which don't convert. That doesn't make any sense. Traffic is precious. It's the most precious thing on any platform, is traffic, and it applies to all social media platforms as well. So Etsy really, really does need to be careful about where it sends traffic. And the way it does this is by looking at the conversion rates of sellers, okay? This is basically the most important metric. Now, the one way that you can keep your conversion rate in tip-top shape is by continually optimizing your store and removing underperforming listings. So first of all, you need to understand what an underperforming listing is. So an underperforming listing, in the case of Etsy, is a listing which isn't generating any views in the last 30 days. You can turn on your stats in Etsy on your active listings page and you can see how many views your listings are generating every 30 days. If it's not generating views, it's an underperforming listing. If it's not generating any favorites in the last 30 days, it's an underperforming listing. If it hasn't made any recent sales in the last 30 days, it's an underperforming listing, okay? All of those listings have to be removed. They have to go, okay? And now you can optimize as often as you like. We do tend to optimize on a daily basis, okay? So it's the most often you can optimize is every day. So we do it every single day because it's the most beneficial to the store. You can do this every week if you want, but it just becomes a bigger task. So in my opinion, you should probably try to optimize every day. And all it means, very simple, you just go to your Etsy store, you go to your active listings, you order your listings by ending soonest first, And so those are the ones which are expiring. If you know that Etsy listings are last for 4 months, order your listings by soonest first. Go through that list, and every day just have a look at because it's rolling every 30 days. Just remove items which aren't generating any views, aren't generating any watchers, not watchers, favorites, which haven't generated any recent sales. Okay, and just remove those listings. You can delete them from your store whatsoever. Now, you're probably thinking, well, you've put a lot of work into making those designs. You have, and they're not bad designs. They probably will sell, but you have to understand what's happened here. More often than not, you've put these listings on and they haven't taken off. They weren't getting as many views as they should have got, or they weren't getting favorites because of some uncontrollable factor. And all of these things just helps the listing become buried in the algorithm, which means it just gets less and less traffic and less people watching it, so there's nobody favouring it, and the less chance it's going to get any sales because it's just not getting enough traffic. So it doesn't mean they're actually bad listings, okay? It just means that they've probably become stagnated and they need to be removed, but they can go back on. And this is very important, that when you remove listings from your store, okay, this brings it back to rule number 1. Part of rule number 1 is always growing the number of listings in your store. So when you're optimizing and you're removing listings from your store, you're going against rule number 1, okay? So the obvious thing to do here is you have to replace those listings immediately. And one way you can do this on Etsy is rather than delete the listings from your store altogether, you can just use the renew option on Etsy. Okay, it has the same effect. It's slightly less of an effect than what creating new listings does, because obviously Etsy does have historical data on those listings. But if you're short for time and you want a way to optimize, then you can just use the renew option. And what the renew option does on Etsy is you just select all those underperforming listings and you click renew, and it just pays the listing fee again, and Etsy treats it as a new listing because you've paid that listing fee. Okay, that's Etsy's reward to you. When you list an item and you pay the listing fee, they'll send you new traffic. Okay, and then the listing will be rejuvenated, and then we'll have another opportunity to gain favorites, to generate sales, and then has the potential to become a popular listing, a listing that would essentially be wouldn't fall back into the the optimization category of where it's not generating any views, not generating any favorites or whatsoever. So do this on a regular basis, and if you're short for time, just use the renew option. If you have more time and you want to put in a little more effort and get a bigger benefit out of this, you can delete those listings. You can create brand new listings for those items. They even can be the same designs, it's fine. You can tweak the images, you can tweak descriptions all you like, it hardly matters. All that really matters is that you create new listings, and you're always growing the number of listings in your store. So if you're optimizing your store every day and you're taking, you're noticing you have, say, 5 or 10, that day you have 5 or 10 listings coming off, you need to be replacing those listings immediately, okay? Because if you don't, the traffic volumes in your store will just decrease, and your sales will begin to decrease as well, and you'll lose momentum, and your store will just stop growing, and it'll start to decline. Okay, so you always have to make sure that you're increasing the number of listings in your store in order to grow your store. That is rule number 1, most important rule, is that make sure you're increasing the number of listings in your store. Obviously, optimizing your store goes against that rule, so you have to have a strategy where you're able to replace those listings. Okay, so don't start optimizing your store until you have that strategy in place. Understand, how am I going to replace these listings? The fastest way to do it is just use the renew option. Yes, it costs money. Yes, you'll eat into your profits. But in the beginning, for the first £500 a month in sales, don't even expect to be making profits. Just don't. Just because, you're just not going to be making profits. If you're doing it correctly, you're following these rules, you're not going to be making profits in the first £500 a month in sales. And if you are, it's going to be very small. So, anyway, that pretty much sums up these are the three main things that you have to do to grow an Etsy store from nothing. Say you have a store right now with no products in it. If you were to start listing products tomorrow, you need to follow these 3 rules, implement these strategies, and I guarantee that it will just it will be a completely better experience than anything you've experienced before. Okay, follow these rules. We use these rules all the time to grow Etsy stores. We use it for eBay stores, and it just works. I've been doing this for more than 16 years. I've grown countless Etsy stores, print on demand, general products, which we were a printing company, we manufacture our own products anyway. So I've done this with all different types of products. I've done it with Pretty Love Ladies clothing on eBay. It's these same strategies, regardless where they're implemented, work. Okay, so I'm just asking you to follow these strategies, and if you've been following my videos for a little while now, you should already be beginning to understand the repetitive nature of what I'm trying to tell you, because this is the way to do it, guys. This is the way to grow stores. Okay, so that is the number one way to grow sales as a new seller on Etsy. Now, I did promise to share with you the same secrets, if you like, for growing a print-on-demand Shopify store. Now, Shopify is a completely different approach, and if you just bear with me, there's a little bit to go through, but get a pad, pen and paper, and perhaps take some notes. Right. I don't want to waste my coffee from McDonald's. Right. So, Shopify. Okay. Right. So, Shopify is, Shopify is completely different. So, everything I've just told you about growing a store on Etsy, if you're not growing a store on Etsy and you're planning on using Shopify, forget about everything I've just told you, because none of it applies whatsoever. Okay, completely different ball game on Shopify. Now, most of you who have been dabbling in dropshipping for a while now will probably think, and I don't blame you for thinking this, because that's all the information you see out there, will probably think that the way to grow a Shopify store is with paid ads. Okay, but it's not. Okay, it's just not. You don't want to be using paid ads, certainly not in the beginning. You only really want to be using paid ads when you're doing multiple thousands in sales already, so you can throw £1,000 a month of paid ads just to allow the algorithm to learn about your products, because it's not going to be able to know who to send. It's not going to know what type of traffic to send you without you chucking a couple of £1,000 at it just so it can learn. The idea of chucking 30 quid a month at ads or £100 a month at ads and thinking that's going to give you the result you want is you're just going into it blind, and you're going to be wasting your money. It's just don't do it. Save your money, because you're going to need it for what I'm going to tell you now. So, how you grow Shopify stores, print on demand or any other means, all the same way. Okay, in 2024, which is the year we're in now, I'm assuming you know that. It's the way to do it now is through influencer marketing. Okay, and there is a very specific way you can do this with Shopify. Shopify has all the tools you need in order to implement this strategy, but it does cost money. But much like spending money with ads, this is not wasted money. Okay, this will build your store for the long term. Okay, and how it works is like this. The first thing you need to do, go to the Shopify app store, assuming you've got a Shopify store already set up. Go to the Shopify app store, install an app called Shopify Collabs. Okay, now I'm not affiliated because it's a Shopify app. I'm not earning anything from this by encouraging you to download the Shopify Collabs app. There are no affiliate links in my descriptions or anything like that. Download Shopify Collabs, because this is the application, primarily the main way that you're going to reach out to influencers who have audiences that can market and sell your products for you. So the first step is to go to the Shopify App Store and download the Shopify Collabs app. So if we just go to the Shopify App Store, Shopify Collabs, if I can just bring it up. There you go, I'll bring this in. This is the Shopify Collabs app. It's got a terrible 2.3 star rating. Ignore that, because if you read those reviews, people don't understand the concept of what I'm about to tell you. Install this app, okay? That's the first thing you need to do. Once you've installed the app, you need to, there's a bit of a setup process to this, okay? And I see if I can, I'm going to show you some things, because I feel like this is going to be easier to do if I show you how we go about setting this up. So I'm gonna, just bear with me a sec, I'm just loading up a store that we're currently doing this with. And okay, so right, so this, guys, is Shopify collabs. Okay, you see the collabs app here on the left hand side. Now, when you first set up your Shopify collabs app, there's a few things that you need to do, okay? So one of the first things you need to do is you need to set up your invite template, your welcome template, and your decline template as well, okay? So, and the invite template is as simple as something on the lines of what we've done here. So I would like to kindly invite you to grow our community here. This is our actual invite template. This is a real template that we're using on a live store. So there's the template that we use, and it essentially offers benefits to the collaborator, such as a free voucher every month, a free £20 welcome voucher, and a 30% commission on sales, plus an extra 30% off discount code for their family, friends, and followers. Okay, and it tells them how they would be paid. All the payments are handled via Shopify Collabs, and it just, it's just some T's and C's as well. So that is the invite email. Now, once you have an invite email set up, you also need a welcome email. So the welcome email is very similar. It's just congratulations for being approved, because obviously you get to vet these guys. So you tell them that you've issued their welcome voucher. So you do this, you issue the voucher via the application review process. You tell them to go to Shopify Collabs app to access the voucher, which they can redeem it. And then you'll tell them you'll get a £20 free voucher every month as well. And you set up a minimum basket spend of £25, so that when they go to use their £20 voucher, they are required to spend at least £5. Okay, and the reason why they have to spend £5 is because it filters out all of the rubbish collaborators who are just using you for free products. Okay, there are tons of them out there. Unfortunately, it's just that type of, it's just the whole influencer platform. A lot of people do use it to just get free stuff, okay? But there are genuine people out there, and you can filter a lot of the nonsense just by making people pay a small amount towards the products that they're essentially getting gifted. So in this scenario, what we do is we give free £20 gift vouchers. We put a 25 minimum basket spend on that, so they're required to pay £5. And what it does is it just more or less wipes out all the people who are just wasting time, and the people who are just after free products for nothing. So anyone who is after something for nothing, they just want free gifted products, it will pretty much eliminate all of those people, just because they won't be willing to even spend £5. So this is what we do. We just put a message in here asking them to use their monthly gift voucher every single month. We also set up remarketing emails as well, which I will show you in a little while. And we just remind them that they'll be paid a 30% commission for every order they send our way. So that's when they use their special link, or somebody uses their special discount code. Now, you also set a decline email, which is essentially saying, unfortunately, you don't meet our target demographics. That is so you can decline applicants as well. Now, once you've set up those 3 email templates, you can, that's really easy to do. I've just shown you how to do that. You want to then set up your you can connect your socials. It's optional, and you can then you need to go and set up your personalized links, set up your attribution window, which is the default 90 days. Customers who haven't purchased, all this is all default stuff, Shopify Collabs. Right, so that's pretty much everything you need to do in settings. Bear with me, guys, it's been a while since I've actually been in here. So after you've done that, go back to the main collab screen. You need to set up there are two things to set up, okay? So you need to set up your collabs network offering and your online store page. Now, your online store page essentially is a questionnaire that you present to people who are, see if I can pull up the page for you. So I'll just pull up the collabs page for this store, which is become a brand ambassador. So this is a Shopify collabs application page which we've designed, okay? And it just reiterates all the stuff that we send in the welcome emails, and it's got a join now button. And when they click the join now button, they're taken over to the Shopify collabs page and they sign up with their Shopify account. And then once they sign up, they're presented with this questionnaire. And this questionnaire is create a personalized link. So that is the link that they'll be using to promote your products with. So that's usually your store / their social handle. They can create their own customized link, which obviously gives them a personalized link that they can then place in their bios. And then we also add another question, which is, do you follow us on social media? Because you don't want to be working with people who are not following you on social media. And this does one or two things. One, if they're not following you on social media, they're not interested in really working with you or helping you in any way. So you obviously want to filter those people out. And the reason why we do this is because by forcing the collaborators that you invite to your program to follow you on social media, you actually build a social media following in the process, because all of these people who are signing up to work with you as collaborators need to follow you on your social media page as part of their acceptance into your program. So once you've done that, you set up the social accounts that you're willing to take on. So for example, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. So that is the social accounts people can use in order to join your collaboration program. Again, you can, I'm sure what the options are. Yeah, there's Twitter and Twitch as well. But generally speaking, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram and YouTube is all you pretty much need. You can obviously customize your page in your online store, which is how we added all the information that you've just seen, which is through here. And as you can see there, look, this is where you can add all this information in manually there. So once you've set up your collabs page, so people can actually apply for your program, and you then need to publish your page into the collabs network. So in the collabs network, you set up all you do to do this is you have to publish a page, and then you just come into this collabs network setup, which is through this button here, collabs network. Here you'll probably have a tab here which says, do you wish to turn on collabs network? And you can just click turn on, and it takes you to this page essentially. So what you do is you set up your discount for your collabs network. So your discount would be, for example, your discount for collabs network is say 30%. So in the beginning we recommend offering a 30% discount. You can lower it as your sales increase, but certainly in the beginning you want to make it as lucrative as possible for people. So 30% is a good starting point. And then you want to tick allow creator applications, and as you can see then it's got the two questions that people will be presented with when they apply for your program. And then once you've done that, that means that the collabs network, those are people who can apply to create affiliate links and sell your products via their social profiles, and they will earn a 30% commission in doing that. Now, people on collabs network, there are two types. There are collaborators who join your program and work with you to receive these free gift vouchers, which is the primary way of doing it. But there are also this collabs network generally, which is creators who can just create affiliate links and just promote your products just to earn a 30% commission. These don't get gifted product, these just get the commission rates. So once you've done that, you want to go to your programs and you want to set up a new brand rep tier. And in that tier, you want to set up two things. You want to set up a 30% discount on products and a 30% discount on the order. So what this means is that when the collaborator sends you traffic, they get a 30% commission, and the person using the code, the collaborator discount code, which is usually the collaborator social handle, they get a 30% discount off of the products that they're purchasing. So much in the way as you would run promotions and sales on, say, Etsy, on with Shopify, you just offer discounts to these collaborators that they can share with their audience, because like I mentioned with when you're promoting on Etsy, is that discounts help you generate sales. Okay, so once you've done that, that is pretty much everything you need there to set up your Shopify collabs program. Once you've done that, you are ready to start sending invites via the Shopify Collabs app to potential collaborators. Now, you do this via the recruiting section, and much in the same way as you list on Etsy, you create listings. On Shopify, you don't do that, because the idea is before you launch your store, you publish it with all of your products, and so what you do instead is you use Shopify Collabs to find suitable collaborators who have audiences who might be interested in your products. So that will depend on the type of products you're selling. So let's say, for example, you're selling products related to weight loss. Okay, so this could be anything. I say weight loss because we sell weight loss trackers and things like that. So what you would do in the Collabs app, so your primary market, I'm assuming, is, if it's United States, you would type in United States, and like so, because you want to add a filter to make sure you're only working with collaborators in your target market. Otherwise, it will make it difficult to actually, for their audience to resonate with your, with your products, because you'll probably have, even if you're shipping abroad, your shipping charges are probably going to be quite excessive. So just focus on your home market for now. Then what you want to do in the search collaborators is just search for things like just search keywords such as weight loss, for example. So you can search for collaborators in the United States related to weight loss, or any other keyword that is related to your niche or the type of products you're selling. And then you can see their audience sizes and the platforms they're currently promoted on. So you can see this person, 1 million following on TikTok and 708,000 following on Instagram. Now, be very wary about these collaborators who have these high followings, right? They are not very likely to work with your store if they have, for example, 500,000 followers or 1 million followers, okay? Because I can assure you they are getting much better offers than your free £20 per month gift offer, okay? So what you can do is you can add a filter for audience size. And we recommend in the beginning working with an audience size of anywhere between 1,000 and 15,000 followers. Okay, this is where we recommend targeting. And if you go there, this is going to give you the most genuine people when you're first starting out. Okay, you can try a bit higher if you want, but you also have to set your expectations. Okay, so you need to be reaching out. You can, with the Shopify Collabs app, you can reach out to 100 people via the Shopify Collabs app every single week, and you should absolutely maximize that. Now, we recommend reaching out to say 5 people per day. The people you're reaching out to, make sure you are also following those people on your socials. People are much more likely to work with you if you are already following them on your socials. Okay, it's reciprocal, works both ways. So when you reach out to people, make sure you take a note of their handle, their Instagram handle, their YouTube handle, and make sure you go and subscribe to their channel or go and follow them, because they'll get a recent notification about you becoming a new subscriber. They'll see your invite, they'll put 2 and 2 together, they'll be more inclined to accept your invite and want to work with you. So once you find somebody you want to work with, I'll just click on somebody randomly. What you can do is you can see there, they post a bio here, for example, and you can see this social account is on YouTube. It's related to weight loss tips, for example. So if I was selling weight loss products, they may be very suitable. So what I would do is I click invite creator, like so, and then I would select the tier, which is brand rep, add to offer, and that sets the commission rate and sets the discount that they would get. And I would give them then a welcome gift. Okay, so I would add the £20 brand rep welcome gift, which we've created via the gift section earlier on. Add that to the offer as well, and you can see, we've currently hit our limit, so that we've maximized it. And then what we would do, you can see our invite template is already pre-populated for us, and all we have to do is just agree to the terms and conditions and press send invite. It's not going to let me send it because I've already maximized my send limit now anyway. But that, guys, is all you need to do to reach out to collaborators. As you can see, this store has been doing this, and we have currently 63 active collaborators from the efforts. This store's been running for about 3 weeks now, so as you can see, it does start to build pretty quick. So why would you do this? What does this actually achieve with Shopify? So this is how it works. So once you set up that collaboration process exactly as I've just shown you there, is that you will reach out to collaborators. They will go to your store and they'll check you out, okay? And if their products resonate with you, which if you've been finding collaborators who are related to products in the right niche, for example weight loss, if they have a weight loss channel or weight loss Instagram and you're selling products related to weight loss, then when they go into your store and they check you out, they will resonate with your products, and they will see that, okay, these products will resonate with my audience. They know their audience better than you do. So they will then be more inclined to accept your collaboration invite. You're already offering a great deal. You're offering 30% commission, 30% off for their following as well. They'll be more likely to, the better discount and the better offer you can give, the more likely they'll be to work with you. And then what happens is that you allow them to go to your store with their welcome voucher and allow them to just pick and choose any products they want. Okay, they will then place an order. They have to pay that minimum spend, whichever amount that you've set. We recommend spending £5 on a £20 gift voucher, so that the total basket spend is 25 quid. It's less than a quarter of the value of the products that they're actually receiving, which seems like a great deal to anyone. What they will do then is they'll place that order. You'll ship that order out to them. This is where it does cost you money, but just think of this money as marketing spend. It has to be paid. It's the only way to do this. It's the only way to be successful. And then what you do, ship those orders out to them, and they will then receive those products. They will create content for those products. They will then tag you in their posts. They will advertise their special link so that people can go to your store via their link. They'll earn a commission from those sales, and then what that ends up doing is that drives an engaged drive traffic to your store, which are likely to convert into customers because that traffic is engaged. They have the social proof from the influencer who they are already subscribed to, so they trust that person to not send them to a scammy website or essentially promote junk. So they already trust that person. They don't have to trust you. They see that person promoting your product, so that automatically brings their trust of that person to you. They then go to your store. The trust is already there. As long as you have a store which is well designed, well put together, then you will have no problems whatsoever converting those targeted customers, that targeted traffic into customers. And then all you do is you just repeat this process over and over again on a continuous basis. Every single month you work with more and more influencers to grow your store. So as you work with more and more people, the cost of supplying this free gifted product increases, because obviously if you're working with more creators and you're issuing them with welcome vouchers, and then your existing creators are then getting vouchers next month as well, then it starts to build up into a what you can consider as a growing ad spend. But the more, just think of it as the more money you spend doing this, the more traffic you will get. And going back to what I said right at the beginning, traffic equals sales, and targeted traffic converts like nobody's business. All right, guys, targeted traffic is where it's at. Okay, this is the way to do it. So I hope you've learned something there. This is honestly this is the big secret. This is what everyone's hiding from you. This is what you've been looking for all along. This is how you grow any Shopify store. I don't care what you're selling, whether it's print on demand or whether it's anything else. You can do it via influencer marketing. Anyone doing this on a big scale is using influencer marketing to do it. Once you get up to multiple thousands in sales and you can chuck $1,000 at paid ads, then go and give paid ads a go. That's a completely different video using paid ads, but honestly, don't even bother unless you can spend £1,000, and you can do that on a monthly basis ongoing. You're going to need to be doing multiple thousands in sales before you get there. So completely forget about running paid ads. It's a waste of time, wasted spend, it's money down the drain. Use that money wisely and use it on Shopify collabs. Use it to send gifted product. Get your physical products in the hands of these influencers who can promote your products to a targeted audience who are ready and willing to buy your product. Okay, and this is how you grow your sales on Shopify. Okay, so I'll leave that there with you, and I will just wrap this video up finally with a few more things. First and foremost, going back to print on demand, how can we actually help you with that? Well, first of all, we're a printing company. We do offer print on demand. So we offer print on demand for a very specific niche of products, and we offer 3 main products of print on demand. These are, if you want to do print on demand mugs, we can do mugs. If you want to do stickers, we can do stickers. And if you want to do art prints, we can do art prints. Those are the areas we specialize in. We don't do t-shirts, and we don't do hoodies or anything like that, or hats. We just do mugs, stickers, and art prints. That's our specialization. And we can pretty much guarantee that we've got cheaper prices than all of the major print on demand companies, such as, all the normal ones, Gelato and Printify, Printful, all of those. We've got better prices, we've got faster delivery, and we provide better customer support, and we have a better refund policy as well. So, as you can see, we offer mugs from $6.72, we offer stickers from $1.90, and we offer wall art from £1.90 as well. These are the cheapest prices, guys. I can pretty much guarantee that you won't find cheaper prices than these. We're a small business. We offer print on demand, and if you are interested in selling mugs with your designs, or selling stickers or art prints, then we can certainly help you there. So let's just have a look at some of the mugs that we offer. We offer mugs in a few options. These are the best-selling options. This is why we offer them. So you have the 11-ounce standard white mug, which you can obviously put your own design on. We offer that same mug in the pink, black, red, and blue variants, which gives the pink inner, or with the handle the same color. So again, you can put your own designs on here. And we also offer a 8-ounce, which is a smaller mug, in a what we call a ceramic camper, which has a black rim as well. Super popular mug, and you can put your designs on all of these as well. So as well as selling mugs, we sell stickers. Stickers is a wide range thing, literally stickers for everything. So I know obviously the picture in front of you shows a laptop, but all of our stickers, they're completely waterproof. They can be used indoors or outdoors. Got a lifespan of at least 5 years. We offer fantastic prices, and literally you can sell any sticker you like. We offer stickers in, all of our stickers are die cut, they're not printed, so they don't fade. And we offer stickers in all of these colors available here, so any color you want. We can also do multi-layered stickers, so you can have multiple colors. And then we offer some special colors as well, such as carbon fiber, glitter, glow in the dark, and various chromes as well. So lots and lots of options there. Really, there's no limit to what we can offer. And then finally, we can offer wall art. Again, we offer wall art in various sizes. We can offer sizes from A6 all the way up to A2, which is a pretty large size. Most people will only usually offer small businesses will only offer sizes up to A3, but we go all the way up to A2, and we have very good prices across all those sizes as well. So with your art prints, you can upload all of your artwork. I'll just explain how that works. With your artwork, with our print on demand, you will essentially use our retailer app, which I'll drag in here. And how it works is that we don't need you to send us your designs in advance. All that happens is that when you send your order information over to us, you can simply upload artwork at that time, and then we will create a catalog of your artwork as and when you send orders over to us. Okay, so we don't need anything up front. You just send your artwork over to us as you know, once you make the sale. There's no point sending artwork to us if you're not making any sales, because, well, why do we need your artwork then? We only need your artwork once you've made a sale. We'll catalog it so that when you send over another order that needs the same artwork, you don't need to resubmit your artwork again, because we already have it in the catalog. And you can essentially just create an order, put in the customer's name, put in the item, upload your shipping labels, everything normal about our dropship program. You can go on our website, you can read all about that. But essentially, print on demand with us is extremely simple, straightforward. We have better prices than pretty much all the major suppliers, and we can certainly help you out with print on demand as well. And we can white label all of your orders as well, which means that you can have custom printed templates with your own branding, drive traffic with those templates to your own store, whether that's an Etsy store or whether that's your own Shopify store. So we can completely brand it, so it's completely white label. Even if you don't brand it, we send everything blank anyway, so your customers won't get any of our branding. They'll either be blank, or if you set up your own custom branding, which is completely free with us, we don't charge you any extra to do this. We can send out branded orders for you as well. So that is pretty much how I think we can help you as a print-on-demand supplier. Like I said, if you are interested in selling mugs or selling stickers or selling art prints, just give us a look. If you have any questions, reach out to me. You can book a free 30-minute call with me, and we can go over our price list in full, and I can explain to you, I can just help answer any questions or concerns you might have about getting started with ourselves. You can book a call via our website. There are lots of links to do this. You can do it via a retailer app, which is downloadable from our website. You can book a call here, look. There we are. You can just book a call regarding print on demand, pick a slot, and we can just have a chat. Now, that is pretty much everything you need to know about print on demand with ourselves. If you are interested, there will be links in the description. Lastly, before I end this video, as I mentioned right at the beginning, we do offer a done-for-you program, and it's very unique, and I'll explain to you how it can actually help you get your print-on-demand business off the ground. The program I'm talking about is called our Dropship Launch Accelerator, and you may be familiar with it if you've watched any of my previous videos, but I'm just going to run through it very quickly for you, explain the benefits, explain how you can qualify, and why I think it can really help you excel your growth with print on demand. Now, first of all, the Dropship Launch Accelerator essentially is a program, it's a done-for-you program where we build and grow your store. This is Etsy, eBay or Shopify with print on demand. We use your designs and we build your store from nothing, and we take it all the way to £1,000 a month in sales. You just pay a one-off fee. That fee currently is £695, that's Great British pounds, and what that fee provides you with is it means that we will ship all of your print on demand orders for free. You won't pay any product cost whatsoever for the entire duration of the program, or until you reach £1,000 a month in sales. Okay, so that's how the program works. So what this allows you to do is this allows you to make profit from day one. So you pay the enrollment fee, we take over your store, we ask you, so you continue doing the listing, we ask you to list 5 items per day for an Etsy store. For Shopify it's a little different. We ask you to just reach out to 5 influencers per day in exactly the same way as I've shown you, but we set up all of these Shopify collabs. We set up your Shopify store for you. We install our own premium template, which is highly optimized for conversions, and we will build everything out for you just for a single $695 fee, and we'll ship and supply all of your orders for free as well throughout the entirety of the program until we get your store up to £1,000 a month in sales. It's an incredible offer. I've been talking about this offer for a while now. We do have about 6 or 7 stores signed up. The store which I just showed you with the Shopify Collabs app installed, the Cover Deco store, that store is, if I go to that store now, this store is currently enrolled in our program. It's been enrolled for about 3 weeks now, and we are currently up to about £65 worth in sales in the first 3 weeks, which is not bad at all. And we can certainly, achieve the same sort of growth with your store as well. Now, going back to the benefits, the number one benefit is that you will essentially be making profit from day one. You get to keep all of the profit because you're not paying for any products, so you'll be profitable from day one. All that profit gets paid to you from Etsy, from eBay, or from Shopify directly. That money goes direct to your bank account. You don't pay us any more until we achieve £1,000 a month in sales for you. Now, here's an example of someone we have helped back last year. We grew their Etsy store for them. This wasn't print on demand, it was just products from our general catalogue. And as you can see, their sales, this was updated a few days ago on the 19th of April, and their sales were up to 1169 on Etsy. And since the handover, since we handed things over to them just over a year ago, they've actually managed to sustain their sales at this level, which they're quite happy with, without our help whatsoever. And they've done more than 12,000 sales in the last 12 months. As you can see, this number is 10% down, is 10% sort of a year ago. Their sales were around about the same amount a year ago from now. As you can see, the traffic in the store is pretty steady as well. Now, with this program, we also guarantee it. It comes with a money back guarantee, which simply means that if we fail to get your store to £1,000 a month within 12 months, we'll just refund you the difference between all the profit you've made, which is essentially all the money you've been paid directly via the platform, so via eBay, Etsy, or Shopify. So we take that money that you've been paid, we look at the cost of the program, which is $695, and if we fail, which we haven't so far, then we'll just pay you back the difference. So we'll just put you at a net zero position where you haven't lost any money whatsoever. The only thing you've lost out on is time. Now, to qualify for the program, you simply have to provide us with daily access to your store so we can log in. I'll explain a little bit more of that in a second. For eBay and Etsy stores, if you're looking to enroll, all you have to do is create 5 new listings per day. So in the case of print on demand, you just create your catalogue of designs, you create the product images for those designs, and create listings on whichever platform you decide to list on. If it's Shopify, it's slightly different. What you do instead is if you're doing print on demand with your own designs on Shopify, then yes, you have to create 5 listings per day to add those designs to your Shopify store. If you're selling items from our catalogue generally, then what we'll do is we'll just populate your store with all of your products, all of our products, via a Shopify app called SyncLogic, and it just keeps your store in live sync with our general catalogue. It's over 16,000 products. It's the same products that you see listed on the Cover Deco store here. This is our Winster Creations brand. So, but if you're doing print on demand, obviously you'd be selling your own designs. So we would populate your store before launch with a bunch of your designs, and then from there onwards, then we would just ask you to continue creating 5 new designs per day, add those items to your store on a continuous basis, so you're constantly adding new products. And you would need to reach out to 5 influencers per day via the Shopify Collabs app in exactly the same way as I explained earlier on. Now, the benefits of this program to you are, because you're not paying for any products, you can actually set your own prices. Now, this gives you a huge benefit on marketplaces such as Etsy, where being competitive is probably the number one problem. Because you can set your own prices, and when you're not paying for the products, you can charge whatever you like for the products, and it gives you a huge advantage over actually gaining traction for your store and getting your store up to £1,000 a month in sales. As I said, we cover all the cost of the product and ship all of yours for free. All of the shipping labels comes from the sales revenue, and we purchase labels through the platform. So if you're selling through Shopify, we'll purchase Shopify labels. If you're selling through Etsy, we'll purchase Etsy labels. All of this will be covered by your sales revenue, including all of the marketplace fees, all the platform fees, transaction costs, Shopify store fees, any app fees, all be covered by your sales revenue. We see this in all of the other stores we have enrolled. It's all covered by the sales revenue, so it's not going to cost you any money ongoing, and you get to keep all of the profit throughout, right the way through the entirety of the program, until we get you up above £1,000 a month in sales. That's our guarantee to you. So once you reach £1,000 a month in sales, what happens? So we give you 2 options. The first option is that we can just transition the daily operations of your store over to you, and you just take the reins from there. Obviously, we'll continue to give you free support for our retailer portal. That's completely free. We give that to everyone. There's no cost to that. Or option 2 is we give you a re-enrollment option. Now, currently, re-enrollment is essentially where we continue doing what we were doing, and we continue to grow your store, and we just take you from £1,000 per month up to £2,000 per month, and we charge a re-enrollment fee of £2,395 for that, and that is paid with a one-off fee of £395 plus 20 weekly payments of £100. Now, it's priced in such a way that we know that you'll be making a 40% net profit from the £1,000 a month in sales that we've already built you to, and that will pay for your re-enrollment. So throughout the re-enrollment, if you do choose to re-enroll, which I absolutely think you should, because once you get to £1,000 a month in sales, you should really consider wanting to grow your store up to the next level from there. We will then continue to log into your store every single day, optimize everything for you, and do everything we know how to do in order to help grow your store up to the next level. Throughout, we will continue to cover all of your product costs. You can keep setting all the prices yourself. We'll ship all your orders for free. Again, all the shipping labels are still purchased through the platform. It doesn't cost you any money whatsoever apart from this enrollment fee. There are no ongoing costs, no hidden fees, and you continue to keep all of the profits all of the way through. Okay. Now, a couple of frequently asked questions. These are just questions that are listed here on this blog post that we tend to get asked about our program generally. So, how long does it take to reach £1,000 a month? So, generally speaking, from the stores, we've done this multiple times with other stores, it takes between 6 to 12 months to get your store to £1,000 a month in sales. It's not as easy as you think. It is difficult. It takes a lot of work on our side. We put, on average, about 100 hours worth of work into every single store that we do this with. Okay, it is tons and tons of effort on our part, and it's pretty much hands off on yours. Okay, so we do everything for you. It will take a while, so you do have to remember that, bear that in mind, that you are committing to a potentially 12-month program. Now, will I have access to my account? So yes, you will. So regardless on how we do this, whether it's eBay, Etsy or Shopify, you will have continual access to your account. Okay, so what we do does not interfere with that anyway whatsoever. How do you provide access to your account? So this differs depending on whether you're doing eBay, Etsy or Shopify. For eBay and Etsy stores, you grant access after you initially enroll in the program. We go through an initial setup stage where we do an initial login and we set up your store ready for the program, because there are lots of various setup processes that we have to do. And how we gain access to your store is that we ask you to just change your current eBay or Etsy password to just something random, something temporary that you can share with us, because obviously we don't want to share your existing password with us. And we use that password then to log in every day so we can manage all your orders, ship all your orders for you, manage and optimize your listings, and do everything else that we need to do in order to grow your store. And if your access to Etsy or eBay requires an OTP, which is a one-time passcode, then all we do is that we will just, every time we log into your store, we notify you through our retailer portal that we're about to log in. We'll then request a one-time passcode, and then you just provide that code to us securely through our retailer portal so that we can log in and access your store to do what we need to do. Now, in terms of how often we need to log into your store, we log in every single day. We log in once in the morning and once in the afternoon, and we also log in on the weekend on a Saturday and Sunday as well. It might sound like a lot, but honestly, if you run in a store, as a business, you do have to be tending to it this much. So in and out of a store twice a day is the minimum amount of effort that is required in order to do this. But like I said, it is hands off for you. The only thing that you need to do is to do the listing or to do the reach outs, as I explained before. Are there any additional costs? There are not. Like I said, all of the fees and all of the shipping labels, all of the costs will come out of the sales revenue that we will be generating throughout the entirety of this program. So you don't have to worry about hidden costs. There aren't any. You just pay the enrollment fee and that's it. And how much profit can you expect to make? Well, you can expect to make at least a 40% net profit, okay, at £1,000 a month in sales whilst enrolled in the program. Now, obviously, if you come out of the program and we transition the operations over to you, you would then be expected to pay for the products. And if you're paying for the products, you can then reduce that net profit down to about 20 to 30%, depending on the type of products you're selling. And that is a typical profit margin for a typical dropship store. Okay, around 20 to 30% is what you would normally expect. However, if you re-enroll back in the program and we do the growth from 1,000 to 2,000, you will then continue to benefit from a 40% net profit margin or more on Shopify. Shopify is more like 50% net profit margin because there are less fees. So that pretty much sums up everything about our Dropship Launch Accelerator program. There is a video here which is a real cool video you should go and watch. It's essentially me presenting this program as I've presented it to you. About 2 months ago, I posted this program to onto Reddit to open to everyone to just completely just throw everything at it, grill it as much as they could, and I went through and just answered every single question honestly and transparently about the program, and it's a real fun watch. So I would highly recommend, if you're interested in this program, go and watch that. You'll learn tons about the program, which things I might have missed, and yeah, you should definitely do that. Now, we are tracking somebody else's store in this program. Every Friday I've been updating this chart. This is Ben from Southend. He's currently selling pre-loved women's clothing, which is something else. We also offer pre-loved women's clothing. We're a clothing wholesaler as well, completely separate to our printing business. But anyway, Ben enrolled his eBay store 9 weeks ago with pre-loved clothing, and we have already grown his store up to, the chart shows 450 here, but I can already tell you that his sales are already above £500 a month. So we're already halfway there in the first 9 weeks. That's just an example of what we can do, what we're currently doing with Ben on eBay. And if you want to follow along with this progress, then you can just check back every single week, every Friday. I actually do post a video. Go and watch my video last Friday, which is a complete update on Ben's progress, where I actually show how Ben's store is actually doing inside as well. So everything you need to know about the program is on this page. Like I said, I'm going to post the links down in the description. This video is getting pretty long, so I'm trying to wrap it up as quick as possible. I do apologize if I am flying through some of this information, but I do feel like I have given quite a lot of information out in this video. Now, if you do want to work with me, you can head to my website, check out everything that we do, and you can book a call about any of the services that we offer, and then we can obviously try and find out what it is that you're trying to achieve, and we can decide from there whether you are a good fit to work with us or not. Anyway guys, I'm going to wrap this video up here today. Any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you've gotten any value out of this video, there was tons of useful information about how to grow Etsy or Shopify stores in the beginning of this video, and I hope you've enjoyed that. And I will be back in a couple of days with more videos. Please do give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. That really helps it out, helps my content reach as many people as possible, so I can try and help as many people as possible. And I think I'll probably wrap this one up there. So right, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a lovely day. Right, I'll see you again. See ya. Bye.